Hello, Leo, and welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your weekly reading for the week of April 1st through April 7th. I have meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled, but as always, I'll go ahead and shuffle live. During your card fell, but I want to not look at it just yet. During meditation, Spirit showed me a star and a fairy. And to me, in combination, that resonates to believe in magic. Because I feel right now the energy that came through was the fact that you are, they just showed me a butterfly. I feel like you are trying to become a butterfly without going into the chrysalis, like without going through that change. You know, I feel like you're missing a step. I feel like you want to completely just skip a step. That's what I'm seeing here. In my mind's eye, as I was connecting to the energy of the star and the fairy, where I said that I felt like there was something, I was about to say there was something disconnected, as when I connect to energy, I close my eyes and I feel. Because sometimes the eyes confused, like visions when I'm seeing, I see clearer in my mind's eye when I close it because I connect better with it. So I'm not taking information in from the 3D world. I'm actually looking inward and connecting. But they showed me the butterfly, and the words that came to me were, you want to become a butterfly without actually going through the difficult process of going through that chrysalis, right? Actually, if you know what happens to a caterpillar when they go in the chrysalis and they become a butterfly, they don't just go in there and sleep. They literally break down. Like it is a full-on mutation. They completely break down. And then once they break down, then they start becoming, they evolve and turn into this butterfly. And I feel like you're wanting to get to the butterfly stage, but without doing the hard work of going through that chrysalis process. That's what I'm getting here. Let's take a look at your oracle card. We have education, number 35. And there is a fairy on this card. I love spirit. You know, it's funny. On this card, I feel like you're reading a book. And you're not even looking at the fairy that's literally in front of you. You know, and here's the thing. What I'm seeing and what I'm connecting with here is the fact that although you have the knowledge in your head, you're lacking, and don't shoot the messenger, you guys, okay? I feel like you feel like I'm knowledgeable. I know what I'm doing. And it's like, yes, you do know. You have a lot of knowledge in your head, but there is more knowledge to be had that isn't in a book. There's a completely different sense of having knowledge that comes from a book, but if it isn't applied accordingly, and if you're not connecting with it, then you're missing the point. You're missing the actual lesson. And not only that, there's lessons to be had all over the place, not just in a book. Life in itself is a lesson. We go through life, hoping that it's wonderful and, it's magnificent and it's happy. And here's the thing. You need the sad moments. You need the bumpy moments. You need the valleys to enjoy the hills. If you remember the movie Inside Out, everybody was focused on joy. But the link between joy and the main character, I forget her name. If you know it, put it down in the comment below. Riley. Riley is her name. Never mind. If if there isn't that link, the link between joy, if the link between Joy and Riley was sadness. Sadness was the key point. There's a lot of lessons. There's a reason why we have a slew of emotions, because one makes us mechanical. All the other ones is what makes us unique, because we have different variations of it. Same thing with education and lessons. There's different variations of it. Just because somebody is not a scholar and didn't go to college doesn't make them any less educated than you. Yes, you might have a lot more knowledge than book knowledge about something specific, but they might have a lot more life knowledge. And this is what this education is telling me. There's more to learn. There's more to learn. And I feel like the lessons are from the universe, because, I mean, we have the fairy twice, for goodness sakes. And fairies to me are magical, you know? And I feel like not only are they magical, but sometimes when we believed in them when we were, kids. At least I did. Now, not necessarily as much. I believe in magic, just not in, fairies. But this is saying, try to get in touch with an inner child of yours, the inner child of yours, to reconnect with something. Because as children, we are more teachable, right? As we become adults, I feel like we become less malleable and want to learn less, because we think we've already gone through life. But life isn't done with us, right? We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Wands, and the Chariot. Oh, Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. Sorry. Oh, look, 10 and 10. Look at this. Allow something to die in order for something to begin. 10 and 10. I mean, literally right off the bat. Just saying. And to me, that's just saying, allow an old way of you to experience learning. Allow for a new way of learning to come to you. Experience a new way of learning. And I feel with this Wheel of Fortune is normally with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I'm getting like some sort of delays energy. But really what I'm getting is hesitation. And hesitation, I feel the hesitation is on your behalf. Again, there's a cyclical pattern here with the Wheel of Fortune, which, you know it is a circle. But there's a spider and a web. And I feel like you're trying to catch all of the wrong things. The end result is like you have the knowledge, you have the ability to catch the information, all of the bugs within this web, but it's like you're bypassing it for whatever reason. I honestly feel you're working harder than necessary on whatever it is you're doing. I don't know what it is you're doing. That isn't clear here in this reading. But whatever it is you're doing, I feel like you're working harder than you need to with this Ten of Wands. In essence, delaying your progress in life or in a specific situation, take it how it resonates. But I feel like all of it is hesitation on your part. It's like, look, I'm doing this, this, and this, and this. Yes, but let's say I don't know why I use human resources so much in my examples. I've never been in human resources, but I don't know. It's the thing that comes to mind every time. It's like, you want to become a human resources and you have the background, but if you're not a people person, then how is that going to work out for you? Right? Or if you're a people person, but you don't have the actual knowledge on how to become a human resource person, then again, you can't have one without the other. You need to have both. in order to be a successful person within that field, right? All right, let's see here. Oh, and then we have the Chariot. And I feel like there's definitely progress that's to be had for sure with this Chariot. But in this Chariot, there's the belted kingfisher, and my eyes drawn very much to this bird. And it reminds me so much of the Hierophant, like very stern, it's like you're focused on a traditional way of doing things. But funny enough, the belted kingfisher, it's very specific. It is, it's a really cool bird because it goes, it fishes, right? So once it spots a fish, it's like it kind of like helicopters itself above the water. And then once it has like a clear sight, it just dives right in. And, it's really, really cool. It dives in and it kind of I don't know, it's really cool because it kind of breaks its fall with its wings outward. And it feels very fool-like. I know that, so what I'm trying to get to unsuccessfully here is that you might be doing things traditionally because I'm seeing the bird as the Hierophant, but what you need to be acting as is the fool, just plunging into something unknown, the magic of it all. Those are the words I'm trying to spit out. I mean, it's a really cool bird. All right, we have the Knight of Cups. Oh my gosh. Knight of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups. And we have the Five of Wands. Okay. With the Knight of Cups, what I'm actually getting here is, because I feel like, wow. Okay, so this is not what the Knight of Cups means, but I feel like you're isolated for whatever reason. I don't know if you're just isolating, it's just an isolating energy, like you're like, I know what I'm talking about, and other people are like, no, but look at this. I don't know what's actually going on here with this energy. I feel like it's kind of vague, this energy. I feel like there's a veil on this Knight of Cups energy that's coming through. It's like you're in this bird, like this Chariot, the bird that I said that it's Hierophant, but like scared. I feel like you're afraid to learn something new, something different, is what I'm seeing in this Knight of Cups. I know that that's not what this card means. I'm fully aware of that, guys. But that's the energy that is coming through. That's how I'm connecting to this. This is interesting. I feel like you just need to follow your heart. I feel like you need to go back into your youthful state, which is what I said earlier. Sometimes you just have to go back into a different mindset. And, remember as a kid, it's like you were fearless, right? Just like the kingfisher. confident and fearless. As a kid, you feel like you can do whatever it is you want, and you do it. I mean, you might fall, but you don't know that before you do it. You just kind of go off and do it. And I feel that's what's kind of holding you back. Fear of doing something and it not turning out the way you want it to. But here's the reality. If you don't try different things with the Seven of Cups, if you don't try different things, you're never going to know. Yes, some might be good. Yes, some might be bad. But if it's bad, then at least you learn, oh, okay, well, that wasn't great. But at least I know not to go to that cup again. Oh, if it's good. Okay, it's good. It's good information. Am I going to use it? Can I use it with whatever it is I'm trying to do here? That's what I'm seeing. And then with the Five of Wands, I feel like this is about, again, a youthful energy, that playful energy. But I also feel like this is about using both good and bad things, the different things that are coming to you with the Seven of Cups, and trying those out. See how that shoe fits. How do you know it's bad if you don't try it out? So for instance, let's say that you're working on a business and, everything you read tells you to do one thing, but this, something that you kind of heard, you're like, you know what? I can try that. It might be off kilter. It might be something you don't typically do. But if you don't attempt it and you don't try it and see how it works, then you don't know whether it's going to be a failure or not. Just because it's written doesn't necessarily mean that it's factual for everybody. Okay? I am getting your oracle card here, my dear ones. Let's see what we got going on. What is the final message? Bat Spirit, a rebirth is assured. I told you. 10-10. You have to let something go for something new to happen. And it's number 5. Change. 5 and 5. We have 5 of Wands and the Bat Spirit, which is number 5. I told you, something has got to change in order for you to move forward. And I'm telling you, you have to let go. See things from a different perspective. Here's a bat upside down. See things from a different perspective. All right? Believe in magic. Sometimes things that you don't believe are going to work out are the things that work out. That's why when I'm doing a reading and, Spirit tells me to do something, I'm like, really? Like I question it. And I don't know why I question it. They prove me wrong every time. They prove that they know more than me, even though I've been doing this for a long time, right? The point is that sometimes you have to trust the unknown, even if it seems odd. I'm telling you, just try it. Try it, my dear Leos. It's worth a shot. Play around with it. Sure, some things might work. Some things might not. And that's okay. At least you learned something from it. Remember, education, life is a lesson. Learn. All right, my darlings, have yourself an amazing week. May you always be learning and growing. Bye.